Hello everyone! It's my pleasure today to introduce a new library resource available to Ridgemont students and faculty. That resource is ATLA Religion Database plus Serials. ATLA is the premier database for research in theology, world religions, and biblical studies, and should be the first place you go for your exegesis or integration projects. All told, ATLA has full-text access to 400 different journals and indexes articles from 2,500 more, so you will be sure that whatever your subject, you will be able to find the best sources from many different faith traditions and perspectives, and from many different time periods. ATLA also allows you to search for articles on specific books, chapters, and verses from the Bible, so finding useful commentaries on Scripture for your exegesis projects will be much easier from here on out. ATLA is a mixed database. This means that it allows you to search both full-text articles and indexed articles. So, while you may not have immediate full-text access to every book or article indexed in the ATLA database, you will be able to read the abstracts, subject tags, and other information for each indexed book or article to allow you to make an informed decision about whether or not an item will be useful to you in your research. You can always issue an ILL request for any item we don't have access to, and one of your friendly Ridgemont librarians will find it for you. So, now let's take a look at ATLA Serials and some of the features that come with it. Here we are on the Galileo main page. You can see that we have ATLA bookmarked here in the Spotlight section, and you can also find it listed with the other databases in the All Databases section of the site. You just go here, go a few pages over, and you'll find it, or you can just search for it up here. Of course, ATLA is a part of Galileo too, so any search that you execute on the main Galileo page will return articles from ATLA as well, but I think to take advantage of some of the unique features of ATLA Religion Database, it's best to go to the database itself. This way you can, for instance, search by book and chapter and verse of for scripture passages, for works on specific scripture passages, and that's not something you will be able to do on the Galileo main page. Okay, so this is the ATLA main page. It just has a simple EBSCO search box, and it looks fairly typical. And this would be the simple search option. You can limit your results by full text if you only want to return articles that you can see right away. For the advanced search option, you have a number of other different ways you can filter the content. One way that I would suggest is to filter by language. So ATLA returns sources from many different languages. It indexes articles from journals all over the world, and sometimes there are not English translations available of some of the content. So if you'd like to say limit the search to only articles written in English, you can do that here to make it a little bit easier for you to immediately access the content. You can also limit by year of publication, and can limit your search to return only scholarly peer-reviewed journal articles. The most unique feature of ATLA Serials, however, is the capacity to search by scripture passage. So, if you would like to search for resources related to a specific passage of Scripture, you would select Scripture up at the top menu, and here you'll find a list of books of the Bible and books from the apocryphal literature as well. Here, let's say I was doing a project on the Beatitudes. I would navigate to Matthew, I could expand my selection here to choose the chapter that I want to focus on, in this case chapter 5. Here I can narrow my search even further to focus on the specific verse, but I think the chapter level is specific enough for me. So I select chapter 5, and immediately the search results come up on the Beatitudes in the life of the church, reading the Beatitudes in the company of others. Seems like a lot of good sources related to specifically the Iliad and Matthew 5. If I want to narrow the results in some other way, I can do so here with the advanced search feature. If there is a source that I don't have immediate access to, this one's in French, but a call for peacemaking and perspective from the Sermon on the Mount, I can request this item through interlibrary loan, and the ILL form will immediately pop up and auto-populate most of the information. If a source is not immediately available and it seems interesting, you can request it by ILL, and one of your librarians will get it to you as soon as possible. You can also search the thesaurus. So if I was doing a project, say, on theodicy, I would find, a list of subject tags. This will allow you to easily search articles tagged by subject, say specifically on theodicy or the problem of pain. You can do that not just with broad theological categories like theodicy, but on specific figures. Let's say John of the Cross. I would look up, type his name here, Juan de la Cruz. Here it says the search terms you enter could not be found, but it suggests a few alternative terms. Here it is, John of the Cross, with a date. I could select that. I'll hit add. And then it'll search the subject terms for John of the Cross. And here are some results. As you can see, I did not limit my search results to English, so I'm finding stuff in what looks like Polish and in Spanish. So if you want to eliminate some of those search results, you would need to limit your search to return only articles in English. But yeah, that's about it. Let me know if you have any questions when you're trying to use this resource. It's a lot of fun. It has a lot of great new content that I think will be a huge help to anyone in our ministry program or also in our counseling program trying to complete your integration projects. Anyway, your librarians are always here for you, and we can't wait to see how you use this in your studies. Thanks.